Hey y'all, it's been a while. Welcome back. I've got some notes on solving two-step equations with rationals. I think I prematurely gave y'all a progress check or a quiz last week, so I wanted to go over this and then give you an opportunity to retake your quiz, provided that you've done these notes and you've had the practice. You've had ample amount of practice instead of the tiny bit of practice that we had last week, and then we'll get rocking and rolling so we can prepare for our test either at the end of this week or the beginning of next. So I'm going to start by putting my name on my paper. Today is September 27th. Happy fall, a few days ago. And this is for all my 7th period, which is 1st, 3rd, and 6th period classes. Or 7th grade students, sorry. So we're solving two-step equations with rational numbers. Okay, that means the rational number is either the coefficient or it's the constant somewhere there. Equations with rational numbers can be solved just like any equation. We must keep in mind the integer operation rules. Integer operation. And those rules are going to be explained down here. So for adding integers, the rules are as follows. If two values have the same sign, then I need to add and keep that sign. For example, a positive and a positive added together is a negative and a negative added together is a negative. 6 plus 5 is 11. Negative 6 plus negative 5 is negative 11. If the signs are different, then we subtract and keep the sign of the greater absolute value. Keep in mind the pirates and the ninjas rules, okay? Pirates are positive. Pirates. And ninjas are negative. Remember, they're arch enemies. So if they're together with each other, if pirates are with pirates, they combine and get a positive. Boom. If ninjas are with ninjas, they combine and we get a negative. There's 6 negative ninjas and 5 negative ninjas. Altogether, we have 11 negative ninjas. Okay? For subtracting integers, this is a suggestion. We can rewrite the problem to add the opposite, then follow the rules for adding integers. Opposites. This is a negative 7, y'all. Okay? So that's why they have us rewrite it as 6 plus negative 7. I'm just bringing that negative closer to the 7. This is a negative 11, y'all. Negative 9 plus negative 11. I've got 6 positives and 7 negatives. I've got 9 negatives and 11 negatives. Okay? Over here, this is actually a positive 8. Watch what I do. I'm going to make these double negatives a giant plus sign. 2 times the negative equals a positive. Okay? So, this is now a positive 8. Now let's do the pirates and the ninjas. There are 7 negative ninjas, which are more than my 6 positive pirates. They will battle it out. The ninjas will win because this 7 is a larger group. So this would be negative 1. That's the difference between 7 and 6. There's one more negative ninja. He will be left standing. Here I've got negative 11 ninjas and negative 9 ninjas. They're going to combine in a group and make negative 20 ninjas. Here I've got 8 positive pirates and 3 negative ninjas. When they battle it out, the pirates is the bigger group. My answer will be positive. Put a plus sign there, 5. Okay, the plus sign is not mandatory. We do not say I am plus 5 years old. We just say I'm 5 years old. Okay. Multiplying and dividing integers. When we multiply or divide two numbers, do it regularly. If the signs are the same, then the answer is positive. Positive times a positive is a positive. Negative times a negative is a positive. 6 times 5 is 30. Negative 6 times negative 5 is also 30. If the signs are different, then the answer is negative. A positive times a negative is a negative times a positive is a negative. 6 times negative 5 is negative 30. Negative 6 times positive 5 is negative 30. Now let's put this into work. Let's apply these rules to these problems. Okay? I've got negative 6 ninjas and negative 19 ninjas. 19 and 6 combined is 25. Negative 19 and negative 6 combined is negative 25. This is a negative 32. If I were to rewrite this, this would be 5 plus negative 32. There are more negative ninjas. My answer will be negative. Then I will subtract. How many will the ninjas win by? The 5 pirates will go away and 5 ninjas will go away. I will be left with negative 27. Here, my negative is the bigger group. So this is going to be negative. My negatives are going to win. I find the difference. 27 minus 14 is negative 13 here. Just circle around my answers to indicate that I'm done. This is at negative 8. Negative 11 plus negative 8. I've got 8 negatives and 11 negatives. If I put them together, I have a total of 19 negatives. All right, now I'm multiplying and dividing. Okay, same signs, positive answer. That's what we just wrote here. Signs are the same, answer's positive. Signs are different, answer's negative. Here, this is a positive answer. I'm going to put a P for positive. These are different, N for negative. These are different, N for negative. These are the same, P for positive. Now I'm going to multiply or divide normally. 8 times 9 is 72. It's positive, leave it be. 14 times 3 is 42, but it's going to be negative. 42. 24 divided by 4 is 6, but it's going to be negative because one of these is negative, the other is positive. Negative 35 divided by negative 7 is going to be a positive 5. Boom. Done. Next page. Okay, now we're going to practice doing two-step equations. We always, first step, add or subtract the constant. That is the number with no variable. Second, we're going to multiply or divide the coefficients to both sides. We're going to do step 1 and step 2 to both sides, okay? So my constant here is 9. Draw a river. The opposite of plus 9 is minus 9. Somewhere up here I need to do inverse. That means opposite. Inverse ops. Inverse operations, okay? So I'm going to subtract 9 on the left, subtract 9 on the right. Positive 9 and negative 9 cancel out. I'm left with 0. Negative 4k equals 32 minus 9. This is a problem, y'all. This says 32 minus 9. When I subtract 32 and 9, I get 23 equals negative 4k. Now my second step, I'm either going to multiply or divide the coefficient, but I'm going to do the inverse of what's going on. This says negative 4 times a number equals 23. Y'all did this in elementary school. Negative 4 times something gives me 23. I need to find out what I multiply negative 4 by to get 23. And in order to do that, I must divide by negative 4 on both sides. Negative 4. Okay, equals something. Okay, this is a positive divided by a negative. I'm going to get a negative answer. So let me put my little negative symbol down there. And then I'm going to T-bow. 23 in, negative 4 out. 23 in, 4 out. 4 goes into 23 5 times. 5 times 4 is 20. Subtract 3, bring down 0. 4 into 30, 7 times. 7 times 4, 28. 30 minus 28, 2, bring down another 0. 4 into 20 is 5. No remainder there. Negative 5 3/4 is my answer. Okay, now I'm going to check it. I'm going to take -4. I'm going to take out k, and I'm going to put in -5 3/4. 4 times -5 3/4 plus 9 equals 32. Let's check to see if this is true. This is a negative times a negative, which means I'm going to end up getting a positive. 5 3/4 times 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 7 is 28 plus 2 is 30. And 4 times 5 is 20 plus 3 is 23. So now this is 23 plus 9 equals 32. Is this true? Does 23 plus 9 equal 32? Yes, 32 on the left and 32 on the right, and it checks out. It works. K is -5 3/4. For number 10, I'm going to draw a river. I'm going to undo my constant here. The opposite of -14 is +14 to both sides. These 14s are zeroed out. X over 2, that means x cut in half, equals, this is a problem, 20 plus 14. 20 plus 14 is 34. X over 2 equals 34. This says some number divided by 2 equals 34. How do I find that number out? I must multiply both sides by 2. The opposite of division is multiplication. These 2's will cancel out. X equals 34 times 2, which is 68. I will take my 68 and I will plug it in for X to check. X over 2 minus 14 equals 20. 68 cut in half minus 14 equals 20. Half of 68 is 34. Minus 14 equals 20. 20 equals 20, and it checks out. Yes, this works. My 68 is accurate. So now I'm going to do the same thing for the rest of these problems here. Then at the bottom, we'll talk about Margot, okay? Actually, let's go straight to Margot and let's have y'all do these on your own. Margot solves several equations and then states that all of them have a solution of 7. However, Kenneth disagrees. Determine which of the following equations have a solution of x equals 7 and then justify your response. So what they're saying is x equals 7. And that is the solution. That means they worked this out. They subtracted 11 on both sides, then divided by 6. They added 18 on both sides, then divided by -3. They added 14 on both sides and divided by 2. They subtracted 9 on both sides and divided by 7. They did all of that. That's all fine and dandy. I'm going to take a shortcut. I am going to take out x and put in 7. Take out x and put in 7. I'm replacing all of them. Then I will check to see, do these equal 55, 39, -28, and 58? Let's work it out. 7 times 6 plus 11 equals 55. 7 times 6 is 42 plus 11 equals 55. What is 42 plus 11? 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 4 is 5. This is 53 equals 55. Is this true? No, not true here. Here I'm going to plug in my 7. This is -3 times 7, which is -21, minus 18 equals 39. This is negative ninjas and negative ninjas. This is -39 equals 39. I tell y'all all the time in class to check your signs. These are not equal. Okay, my video is about to end. We'll finish the rest in the next one.